YouTube, I'm back again. I've got the pickups video. Just want to show you what I've picked up over the last week and a half or so. So firstly, last Sunday, nice day, although it was Father's Day, I still had a little bit of time on the morning to nip out to the boot sale and had a quick look round. Didn't have a lot of time, but still managed to pick up a few bits and bobs. So firstly, some videotapes. Especially when looking around the boot sale, I'm always on the lookout for videotapes. I'm not going to pick up every single video I see. I think it's pointless buying certainly movies that are really easy to find on DVD. But you know, obscure stuff or rarer stuff I don't mind picking up. And there's one particular store, they had only had 10 tapes, and as I looked through, I think there was 4 that I was interested in, really interested in. There was a few that I thought, oh, maybe. Anyway, I asked him how much. He said 10 pence each. I thought, that'll do me. So I grabbed 4 and put them on the table to pay for them. He said, how about 50 pence for the lot? So an extra 10 pence for the other 6 tapes. I thought, oh, why not? Anyway, so the 4 that I originally picked up were Hammer Horror Classics I Monster, Dead End. I've never actually seen this film. I'm aware of it and I remember it coming out, but yeah, I never saw it. Do like this movie, Kiss of the Dragon, Jet Li, Bridget Fonda, and this one, again, it's a series of movies that I never really saw back in the 80s when they came out. But this one's Private Popsicle. Now I'm aware that some of these are quite sought after and valuable. Whether this is one of them or not, I don't know. But you know, for 10p, I thought I'd give it a go. It is a pre-certificate rental cassette, but it's had the certificates added as stickers at some point. I guess when it was a legal requirement to do so, but yeah, this was originally a pre-certificate, but I think that was a pretty good bargain for 10p. And then the rest of the ones that I ended up picking up for 10p for the lot were Kiss the Girls, Morgan Freeman and Ashley Judd, both really good actors. Then a bit of Arnie, Raw Deal. I'm pretty sure I've got a Blu-ray of this. I've got an Arnold Schwarzenegger 3 or 4 movie set, and I'm positive that's one of the ones on there. Prophecy 3. I haven't seen Prophecy 1 or 2, so yeah. No, this is a good film. I do like this. Event Horizon. I haven't seen that for a long time. And Candyman. And finally, Judge Dredd. This gets a lot of hate, this film. I didn't think it was that bad. I really enjoyed it. Well, no, I won't say really enjoyed it, but I definitely enjoyed it. It was an okay movie. Certainly not as good as the Dredd that came out a few years ago. But yeah, I don't think this deserves the hate that it gets. Then a few DVDs. 2 for £1. I picked up Retribution. This was a complete blind buy. Aaron Paul, Juliette Lewis. Thought, what the heck? This was actually there was only one on the stall that I was gonna get. But to make up the 2 for £1, this was the only other one. I thought I'll give it a try. And this is the one I actually originally picked up. I thought for 50p. This is brand new, still sealed, perfect trade bait. This will go into CEX as a trade-in. Not really interested in watching that. And also for 50p, I got John Wick. This is one I've been looking out for quite a while on Blu-ray, and it just doesn't seem to drop in price. I mean, it's definitely come down from being brand new, but it's still, you know, £7 or £8, £9 for a second-hand Blu-ray. But it's definitely something I am going to pick up on Blu-ray. Like I said, this was only 50p. I watched it last Sunday. I hadn't seen it before, although I knew it was something that I would definitely like from what I'd read about it and seen in the trailers. And yeah, it was awesome. The only one criticism I would say, that the final showdown, if you like, at the end of the movie, where John Wick and the main villain have their final fight, if you like, was pretty tame compared to the rest of the movie. But other than that, yeah, it was really good. But I'm going to trade this in. Still got a pretty good trade value at CEX. So yeah, I'll trade that in and maybe even put it towards the Blu-ray if we've got it. And then finally, from the boot sale for 20p, it Ain't Half Hot Mum, the complete first series. I haven't seen any of these for decades, for years and years and years, but I do remember having a good laugh at these when they're on the telly. So yeah, definitely looking forward to checking them out again. And then last weekend, or mostly last Friday, but a little bit on Saturday as well, I had a wander around the charity shops, but also cash converters. I actually started an Instagram account and put up a few pictures while I was out last Friday. And one of the things was cash converters were doing a buy one get one free DVD box sets, and for the most part it was rubbish. They had a load of really cheaply priced box sets, were in pretty poor condition for the most part, and then I guess those are ones that had in stock for a long time and marked down, and then had another section of a few almost pristine box sets, which I guess must have come in quite recently, but they were really highly priced. And we're talking between 99p and £2 for the cheap ones, and then, you know, £10 and above for the others, which was such a contrast in price. Anyway, I found two. Firstly, I got the Pink Panther film collection. I did already get this a few months ago, but the copy I had was just in an Amray case, and this is a much nicer edition. Comes with a window slip cover and then some great artwork. 5-disc set, and it was £1.50, which I thought was an awesome price. I traded mine in for £3. My old one, that is, and that's not going to go back together now. And to go with that, I got the Planet of the Apes, the original movies DVD box set. 5 movies, 6 discs, and that was £1. So I got both of these for £1.50. So I was really chuffed about that. That's a nice little set, that as well. It's not really the way it goes, but it's easy to put it back like that. Yeah. So unfortunately there wasn't much else in the way of box sets there that I wanted to get, but as I carried on around the charity shops, I picked up a few bargains. I got the second series of the detectives. I do like Jasper Carrot. I think he's hilarious, and for 99p I had to grab that. And then another one for trade-in, and yet another copy of Max and Paddy's Road to Nowhere. This was £1. I got this in the Butterwick Hospice. Yeah. And from Age UK for £3.49. The complete 4th series of Doctor Who. So that I need it. I think I only need series 3 now. And I'm pretty much, apart from the more recent ones, the Blu-ray, I've got a few of the newer series on Blu-ray, but not the most recent ones. And picked up this in British Heart Foundation for $4.99. The original Star Wars trilogy. It's not actually sealed, but it's still got the cellophane on it. It's been cut out. This is the original DVD release. The 4-disc set with the episodes 4, 5 and 6, and then the bonus disc. But yeah, I thought that was a pretty good bargain for £5, and it was a set that I didn't yet have. I mean, I do have, technically, I've got a box set that's in a tin that has this set inside it, but this is, for me, it's still a different release. And then a couple of Blu-rays I spotted in one of the charity shops and originally passed on, and that evening I thought maybe I should have got them, so I went back on the Saturday morning and they were still there, and these were marked up at £3 each. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2, both factory sealed, 3D. Like I said, £3 each. I said to the guy at the counter when I took them, I said, "Any chance you'd take a £5 for the pair?" And he looked a little bit confused. He was only a youngish kid. I guess he was only there as a Saturday helper, and he turned around and spoke to somebody, and this guy said, I guess he was a manager or a supervisor, had obviously heard what I said, "Yeah, that's no problem." So I was quite happy with that. I don't normally try and barter in a charity shop, but I don't know why. I just thought I'd ask, and they said yes. So yeah, that's pretty good. £5 for 2 3D movies, factory sealed. And then also from the charity shops, another 2 for £1. These came from British Red Cross. They do all their DVDs for £1, apart from the box sets, or 2 for £1, which is weird, but never mind. It's basically buy one get one free. So I got Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. I'm quite surprised actually I didn't already have this, but as it turned out I didn't. So yeah, that's pretty good. And to go with that, Blu-ray and DVD combo of Avatar. Excellent film. And then finally from the charity shops, these were actually today when I finished work. I had a quick wander around and didn't really find that much. But from the British Heart Foundation, Ray Mears Extreme Survival Series 1 and 2 for 99p. It's only 2 discs so, which I was quite surprised, but it still has a fairly lengthy running time of I think about 4 or 5 hours. Yeah. And for a couple of quid, Rambo Trilogy. I probably wouldn't have bought this if it had just been a standard release, but it's quite nice digi set and it's in pristine condition. And so I thought for a couple of quid, you know what, I'll have it. And also if I'd found anything else today, I might not have got that as well, because yeah, it's getting close to the end of the month. And it's still a week to go till payday. But yeah, it looked nice, and it was only a couple of quid, like I said, and there was nothing else in any of the charity shops, so I grabbed it. And then this last bunch of stuff's what I've got off eBay and Amazon over the last sort of 7 or 8 days, I guess. So a couple of HD DVDs I picked up on eBay last week. 2 really rare HD DVDs actually, and they weren't cheap. They weren't overly expensive, but they were, you know, a bit. Anyway, Peter and the Wolf. This is a really, really rare German release. I don't quite know the story behind this, but I think it was something that never actually. Yeah, like I said, I don't think it ever actually officially got released. I think there's a couple of American HD DVDs that because the format died, even though they'd been printed and they were ready to go, the release was cancelled because HD DVDs were no more, but eventually filtered out into the world thereafter. And I think that's similarly what happened with this, but it was only available in Germany, and it's quite short as well. I think it's only about 20-25 minutes, but it's really good. And then this is a French release, again really rare, Asterix and the Vikings. I haven't seen this yet, but definitely looking forward to checking this out. Really, I'm a big fan of Asterix. And then also off eBay, another DVD steelbook. One I technically do own. This is an upgrade. It's brand new, factory sealed, 2012. My copy is obviously open, and it doesn't have the J card. It's completely missing. It's literally just the steelbook and the disc. And I do like to have things complete. So yeah, this upgrades from that one. And all that being said, although this I'm not keeping, I've got this purely for trading in at CEX. This is the Burning Arrow Release steelbook, which is missing the J card, but I knew that when I bought it. But I only paid £10 for this. I couldn't believe when I literally saw it. Within minutes of it being listed, it was still showing as only just been listed, and it was a buy it now with a best offer. I sent the guy a best offer, which was for £10, and he accepted. So yeah, this will be going into trade. And then the one and only pre-order that's come this week arrived on Monday, and again another Arrow release, the bird with the crystal plumage. This is such a beautiful release, really nice. I've only seen this film once, and that was when I got the window box version probably 4 years ago now. So yeah, I'm definitely ready for a revisit of this. It's from what I remember, it was really good, and it's an awesome set. I mean, you get the Blu-ray, comes with the DVD, poster, book, art cards, all sorts. Yeah, really great. And then finally, this didn't arrive today, but I only picked it up from the sorting office today. They left me a card yesterday because it was obviously, that's what I'm saying, obviously. It's not obvious at all because I haven't even shown you yet. It was too big for the letterbox. This is a set that's been on my wish list for years and years and years. Mad Mission 1 to 4 DVD box set. This is a US Region 1 release, and they're actually Hong Kong movies from the 80s, but really good. Cheesy, but awesome films. There's no UK release of these, and I've had a price alert set on Camel for as long as I can remember, and these never ever dip below about 30 odd quid. There's no way I'm ever going to pay that for it. Anyway, I got an alert, was it late last week or maybe last weekend, and it had dipped down to $7.99. All the usual sellers are in America, obviously, they've been a Region 1 release, but Music Magpie got one in, which I thought was odd, with it being a Region 1 release, and they were asking $7.99 for it, so I thought, what the heck, I'd jump on it. Now, the outer case is a little bit tatty, but I'll forgive it for that, because I really want these films. Now the fourth one I do actually own on VHS, but even on VHS they're almost impossible to find, and still quite expensive. They come inside with a great little art card, which actually, certainly for the first couple of movies, these were the VHS rental covers. I don't know if these were ever released outside of a rental I remember them being rentals because I rented them a lot in the 80s. Great. But I don't ever recall coming across them as sell-through titles. So I'll be checking these out over the weekend, or at least a couple of them. This one, no, this isn't the fourth one. I've gone through them in reverse order, I think. Yeah, the fourth one I watched. Yeah, the fourth one I watched quite recently on VHS, so I don't need to watch that one again. But the others, we'll definitely going through. Rambling now. Anyway, blimey, finally this time, something that I didn't think I would ever get. I didn't even know if this existed until more than a week after it was released. And this is because it was never available to buy online initially. Obviously it is now on the secondary market, but when it came out it was exclusive to in-store Tesco's Extra. So I have the big sleeve edition of Rogue One. And these are selling for silly money now on eBay. And I totally missed it. My local Tesco's, which I go to, isn't a Tesco's Extra. And I don't even know if Tesco's Extra were advertising these or not. But if I'd been in there, I might have come across one. I'd have been there at the right time. But my local Tesco's isn't an Extra, so it was never for sale in there. So I completely missed this, and it wasn't till probably 2 weeks after I saw my first one on a video on YouTube, and I searched and found a few more, but nobody was actually specifying where they'd bought these things. And I checked online and I found some on eBay, and again nobody was stating where these things were available. And it wasn't till some bloke in America got one. He's a Star Wars collector, and on his video he stated how it was exclusive to Tesco's Extra. So I was literally the following morning, because it was quite late, straight out to Tesco's, and they didn't have any. They'd long gone, and the prices were just going up and up and up and up. And I thought, oh, it's something I'm never going to get. And then I looked, because for the first few weeks CEX hadn't listed these, maybe they just weren't getting them in, and then it showed up on the site, but they were always out of stock. And last week one came in stock, and I had some vouchers left over from stuff I traded in, so I immediately bought it. And it took quite a bit of time to get here, but it was well packaged, which is unusual for CEX. The last one of these that came from them, which was Ant-Man, which I got a few weeks ago, there was absolutely no protection at all. It was just wrapped in what was essentially black cling film, quite thick, but that was it. This one was wrapped up in what must have been 5 or 6 layers of bubble wrap before it was wrapped in that black cling film. But yeah, I'm really chuffed. I'm so happy that this is finally in my collection. And it's like most of the others, it's got a kind of a J card with all the information on the back. Awesome artwork. A little bit like the steelbook artwork, which I'm not that keen on, to be honest, but on the front, yes, that's great. And inside is pretty awesome as well. And you've got 3 discs, 2 Blu-rays and a DVD. And then inside a bunch of art cards, characters. There's one still in there, yeah. So yeah, this is a fantastic set. And now I've managed to get this one. Of course, Tesco's have gone and done it again and released another one, another big sleeve edition, without any advertising that I ever saw for Trainspotting 2. And of course, by the time I got to Tesco's, they'd all gone. That one isn't jumping up in price like this one did, but it's still more than it would have been to buy it in Tesco's. But hopefully that will maybe drop in price a little bit in the future and I can pick that one up. But for now, that'll be it, I think. Yeah, I'm so pleased. I really am so pleased that I finally have this. Anyway, that's it. That's all the pickups for the last almost couple of weeks, a little bit less than 2 weeks. Coming soon, what have I got? There's definitely 2 Blu-rays, 2 Arrow releases that I picked up on eBay just the other day. They got posted out this morning. I picked up a couple of Blu-rays at the Network sale, Network on Air. They had a sale this week. I think they might have arrived today because I got a card through the door to sign for, personal to sign for, which I'll have to go and pick up from the sign office in the morning, I guess. I can't think of anything else that could be, so it must be from them. Other than that, there's no more pre-orders that I'm aware of this month. Yeah, so that'll be it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Ciao.